Welcome back, Fuzeline gamers. And here we have the Fuzeline game updated and ready to go. Everything is set. Our latest update, we removed the ads as per our user request. So hope everyone has had a chance to take a look at the new updates. So we're out here live right now streaming, and we have one player, I believe, who's online. So we're gonna request a rematch here and see if we can get them live and going. So anyway, welcome to the channel. This is the Fuzeline live streaming channel, and we are going to be playing here in a second. Hopefully waiting for all of our users to come on board for our live stream. So it looks like we have a challenger, and I'm going to be playing Crybaby, it looks like. And it looks like we got quite the allotment of tiles. So hold on for just a minute. Okay, we got a high end. So one of the features of Fuzeline that you can utilize, if you have joined with an email, you don't have to. You can be a guest user. But if you have joined with an email, you can chat with friends and make friends. So I've previously played Crybaby, and we have absolutely been able to chat. So as long as you sign up and use an email, then you can do that. But just as a guest user, you can only send emojis like this. So that's the one thing. Now let me see if I can get a link out to everybody. 1 second as we do that, and we'll share this link with our users and see if it works. Okay, well, it's my turn, so let me take a turn. I'm going to start off with these. This is a very strange allotment of tiles. Normally, I would like to put a tile up there that has 4 exits or 4 fuses. So I'm going to stick this one in the middle in the meantime and see how it goes. And see how Crybaby reacts to that one. Alright, well that's a tile that I do like to use in my home or my exit. We call that the tic-tac-toe tile, and it's a favorite of mine. These other loop tiles are handy for trying to block your opponent. So I'm going to put this one over here, and I'm going to swing it around, and as you can see there's a little pretzel here. That might block my opponent if they don't realize that I've done that. Now, having we've played against each other before, I believe that she'll scramble that tile. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it works. And she did not scramble that tile. So, let's leave it go for now, and I'll make my next move. Let's see. This tile here would be a good one. What I'll do is take this one, and I'll swap that out later. There's a good move. Now, to get that tic-tac-toe into my home, I just have to do a swap. So just take the tile, drag it over top of your existing tile, swap it out. So now I have a nice looking exit for my home. Got 4 lines that can be used for the Fuzeline. And ultimately, I want to move my my line all the way up to the board to the end. And I'll say, respond back here. Yes, I took the tic-tac-toe for my home. And there you go. We can send it. And this is fun when you friended someone, how you can send out these messages. Now, the other thing I would probably do, here's another loop tile. And if we get really fancy, I can turn this around like this and possibly block my opponent's exit. So you see how it loops over here? That's going to make it very difficult for her to create a line that continues all the way up. And you'll soon see. I have one more loop tile. I was very lucky when I got my tile. Basically, these tiles came out of the crib randomly, and the loop tiles are kind of the most powerful tiles in the group. So here we have a complete loop. Now, if these become cemented, that could be a checkmate situation. So it would be a really good time for Crybaby. Now, that's exactly what you would anticipate as a strategy. So she opened up these 2 fuses potentially. And here I'm going to just continue my fuse. She's gotten kind of ahead of me here on a couple of things. You'll notice that she's only 1 or two moves away from connecting her fuse up. So I need to get on the ball here and try to catch up. So let's see what she does with that. Alright, very good strategic move, filling in the gaps. And here we are making some rotations. Whenever you place a tile for the first time, you have the ability to rotate around, which is kind of like a free alteration in some ways. So I'm just going to work my way up there. I'm still 1, 2, 3 moves to closing out my fuse line, and it looks like my opponent is 1 or 2 lines away. So I'm very careful here. And don't worry, I've got a plan. So I'm going to stick this one in my exit, which gives me a really nice time for my exit. Now, I'm going to have to be defensive here in the next move. Looking at this, let's see what we've got here. One of the things I could do is I could swap this like that, and that does give me a bit of an alternative, or I could swap this one, and that kind of shuts her down a little bit. You'll notice that her fuse line is now leaning off to the left. So we'll send her a little emoji on that one with a wink. we just blocked her a little bit. So the object here of my game is to block while I'm working my way towards my exit. So my home, my exit will soon be connected. So the fun part about having chat is you can really get into the game. And then give her a little wink. There you go. All right. Now, back to the game. I'm going to see if I can get a tile that will push my line forward the direction I want to go. Now, that was not the best choice. This one is not too bad. Okay. So now, I have to be very careful that she doesn't rotate a tile. That was a nice block. So she did a scramble block on me, which is basically when you scramble, you're taking your tile off the board and you're grabbing another one from the bag randomly. So that particular scramble was very powerful. And let's see if I can fix that with a swap. So there we go. I did a swap and gave her tile back. And you'll notice that there's a couple of alterations on that tile. So any tile that gets altered more than twice will turn to cement. Let me demonstrate that here. Let's see if I can. This tile here needs to be altered. These both could be altered. But that's not the move I want. How about here? I want to change the line a little bit so that it blocks her. There we go. I'm going to find a version. I don't see a real good opportunity here. How about this one? Maybe this one. Also, there's a time limit, so I have about 2 minutes to make a decision. So right now I'm trying to make a decision. If she connects these two up, it could be a problem. So I'm going to go with this as my defense and give her like a little smiley face on that one. Let's see how she reacts. Now I've moved her line back towards her home, and my line is still heading the right direction. Now I've also shut myself down a little bit because I only have one fuse line right now moving forward. It's always better to have more than one line at a time. So you'll notice this other one is connecting to her home, so there's nothing I can really do with that one at the moment. Let's see what she's got. What are you going to do now? Let's see. All right. Now, I'm sure she's working out a strategy as we're waiting for our opponent. There's a lot of possibilities here. She could make a swap that would bring her line back into play, which I believe she's going to do. Or she could also rotate one of these tiles and cement them at the same time. So this particular tile here, if she alters that one, it's going to cement. So we're going to have to see what she comes up with. And let's give her a little bit of encouragement here. with a smiley face. I know she's working on this. Meanwhile, while we're waiting for the opponent, you can look at here and you can see how many alterations are remaining. So I have 5, 5, 5, and 1. So I've been using a lot of swaps in this game. And she used the swap. And you notice it brought her line all the way back and cemented that tile into place, which really gives her an edge. So we've got to come up with a defense here. And maybe I only have one more, so I have to be really careful about that. Might be better for me to use a different type of alteration here. Let's see. An alteration that I could use is a scramble and just hope for the best. So let's do it. Let's do a scramble and see. And we got lucky. That was a nice blocking tile. So it looped her back towards my home and away from her exit. So that was helpful. Now we are in danger of losing the game here. In all honesty, if this tile is altered in the proper way, she's going to have a win. So I've got to take some defensive action really soon. And I've got some loop tiles, so depending on what happens next, we're up against a wall here. My opponent is coming out strong. So okay, while we're doing that, the other thing you can look at is we look at the alterations. You can also look at the tile distribution. So you'll notice some of these loop tiles, the powerful ones, there's only one tile. Let's see what she did. It sounded like she did a scramble. That was a lucky scramble. That is definitely not what we wanted to see happen there. Okay, so now we've got to do something because she's one move from winning at this point. So maybe we have one swap left, so we could use that carefully if we need it. That's not going to help us. That is going to help us, but it's our last swap. So we have to think about this. We'll take it. So let's hope that if she swaps that back, we could be in trouble, guys. This is a tough game. We're up against a pro here. So both these tiles have been altered twice, and if she swaps them back, I'm going to have to come up with something different. Okay, still a very good response. Now, let's see. I have no more swaps, so I am in bad shape. Oh boy, we're in trouble here. We've got to do something quickly. I've got no more swaps, as you can see down here. It had turned gray. One thing I could do is cement this guy so that she can't rotate it into place. Let's do that. So that means she'll have to connect these two tiles to win the game. So let's do that. I mean, she might still be able to win down here. So let's see what happens. I think we're toast, guys. So anyway, in this particular challenge, we have been outsmarted by the opponent. Oh, okay. All right. Good. So I didn't lose the battle there. So let's put this one in here and rotate it to make sure nothing can happen. The game is still going. It's close, guys. One rotation and we're done. So I've got to make some. There's a chance here that we'll survive, but hopefully she still has and we're gonna wait and see. Otherwise, we do have a rematch. Yay! All right, that was a very good game. So we're going to congratulate her on a great game. All right. Now, since it's my turn to go first, I'm going to rotate this piece. Now, this piece is nice. I love this one for my... So for my home, I love to have one of these because they got 4 connections. And that gives you 4 chances to win when you first start out. So there we go. Yeah, this is a good spot to be in. Starting out strong. Let's see what happens. And also, I've got some emeralds, some jewels right close to my home, so I'm guaranteed to get extra points if I win this. And I'm going to stick this guy right in my exit to get everything set up. This is the way I like to see a board set up, where I have a home and an exit with 4 possible fuses going into it. And this one we're just going to race down the line and see what happens. So now it's going to be a little bit of a different strategy here. Ooh, so that's kind of a block that she did. So first thing I like to do here is just rotate. We don't want to be blocked. Now we better turn on our alterations to make sure that we can keep an eye on which tiles have been altered. Turning this on is helpful. It's not required. If you can remember how many times the tile is altered, there's no need to turn it on. But turn it on. I'm going to cement that one just so it doesn't get rotated back. I really don't want to be blocked. This is a really good spot for me to be in. So yeah, see, she didn't like that too much, but we'll give her the link on that. Okay, good. Okay, so now we get that one going. Now let's get these fuses going. So here we are, head to head with a serious competitor. 1 game goes to Crybaby, 0 to Ren. So I'm 0-1. Let's see if I can turn this around a little bit. That's my goal here. Turn this around. So I'm going to try out some different tiles. I want to get them there. We go. That one. 2 nice branches out towards my home. And let's do this. Now that would help her position quite a bit. We don't want to help her position too much though. This one is pretty much a great tool for blocking. So maybe I'll just use it and block her. So let's just do that for now and see if she recognizes that I blocked her. Hopefully she's not watching. Here we go. I'm going to cement this in. Uh-oh. Not going to be happy about that because we just shut down 2 of her potential lines. But she won the game again. Great job. Wow. That was a very simple time. Yes, we're playing it. We're 0 for 2 right now. Oh my gosh. It's a slaughter. All right. So we are down 0 for 2. So that's how it goes sometimes. Yep, you just never know. So I'm going to throw this tile in here. This is an example of what's not so good for your home or your exit, because you can see it bends away from your side, so it doesn't give you a straight line back, so it makes it more difficult to win. But here we go. I'm going to stick this one in the center. This is a nice tile to throw out in the center, and also cement it because it changes the game dynamics a little bit. So I'm just going to cement that. This will make the game more challenging because it's a block for both of us. Let's see how she handles that. Alright, let's see if anybody is chatting. Alright, so far nobody's been chatting, but we're looking forward to it, and if you do come online and you want to play, we are available for you can jump in here as soon as Crybaby's had enough. Oh, look at this. Whew. I'm going to go with this one here. Again, she's making a lot of headway. Now I'm going to connect some tiles up. This time I'm using a little bit of strategy. I'm going to put a tile in my exit first. So it's not so obvious what's happening. Let's do this. Boom. Throw that one there. that's kind of a good block for her. The centerpiece is a block as well. So it's going to be difficult for her to get a line all the way up there. Not impossible, but difficult. There's still a couple spots. Let's see. All right, that's a good move. It's good to keep an eye on what's happening here. Theoretically, a win could happen here in 2. So I have to be aware of that. Now, time for me to bring my line to life. Ooh, did you see that? Okay. That was a good move. There we go. Now, theoretically, with a couple of swaps, I might be able to work this out. Let's see, we're going to have to play around with it. What we want to do is our line. We don't want to go up in the block. That feels like a deadline for both of us. I'm running out of time here, guys. Oh boy, that was tough. Now I'm okay with that because her line was going to get stuck back there, which is going to be a real pain to get it out. So while it didn't help me move forward a lot, it didn't help her move forward, which is what I was trying to go for. This is a really tough game. Let's see. There's a lot of blocking happening. Okay, that might actually help me because my line could continue. Rotate that. As you can see, it gives me a good start. It also gives her a really good connection too. So we got to do something about that. And let's see. Anything could happen here. She's going to have a win. Uh-oh, her phone is dying. Oh no. No. Okay, so we got to do something quickly. So let's this. Okay, good. We don't want her phone to die, so. Now, I kind of blocked myself with that move, which was silly. But I also blocked her at the same time. So it's kind of a decision I had to make. To prevent her from winning on that next move, I had to do it. And I'm going to take another move, which will hopefully... Ooh, that was very... Oh my goodness. Wow. Alright, so let's do this. We need to block her. Go here. There. That should be a nice block. Let's see what happens. I'm going to try to cement that one because this makes it very... Oh, she's very close to winning over here. This is like a... The best thing to do here is block it. But this one, let's see what she does with that. Now I've got a pretty bad situation down here that I've got to deal with eventually. But in the meantime, I'm going to work with these blocks and see what happens. We're sweating it out. Alright, what do you got for us? Ooh, okay, that's not what I was expecting. That is not what I was expecting. Okay, now this one I can cement and lock her in. This one... That's going to be very painful. but she could possibly win one to all. So you have to be super careful here. I think this is my best move. So she'll have to fix that to win. So this is we're playing a very defensive game today. Thank you, Crybaby, for helping out and playing these games. This is great. Oh, let's see what happened. That was ugly. Oh boy. The decisions are tough here. Wow. Okay. I'm going to confirm this one. And I think she's going to win on this next move. We'll see what happens. Great job. 3 out of 3. Thank you so much for we're having a good time. Look forward to challenging you out there. And look for us online. We'll be online